It's been a long, long, long journey. Some may even say it's been a legend. However, every legend has to have its end. And it seems that the end is right before us. Hey there, everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Super Mario RPG, Legend of the 7 Stars. In the last episode, we charged into Smitty's main factory center, and we took out a lot of his henchmen. And it seems we're almost at the end here, because going on through here, as you can see, there's a big shiny green button with an exclamation mark. I wonder if something important will happen if we click that. That being said, though, jokes aside, we gotta do some final preparations before our final battle. You know, because it'd be kind of a terrible idea just to run in there recklessly and whatnot. So, that being said, let's get right into it. Every boss battle and fight in this game can only have 3 party members, so you're gonna have to make a choice of who you want to bring into this battle. And I would have thought about this for a little bit. And what I've decided to going with is Mario, Geno, and Toadstool. And the reasons are quite simple for this. Mario is because he's required, obviously. Toadstool for 2 reasons. One, because it is her kingdom that Smitty kind of took over and caused chaos then, so I think it's only fitting that Toadstool comes to the final battle and show him what's for. Not to mention, you don't get to use Toadstool in the final battle of every single game you play, so I think it's kind of a cool thing, and I want to bring here for this fight. And also, the most important one of them all, Geno. Geno here has been traveling with us all of this way just to get Star Road back together. To get all 7 stars back together, and make wishes and dreams come back to the land. And there's a very good chance that Smitty has the final star piece, so I think it's only fitting that Geno come along for our final bout. Not to mention I'm a huge Geno fanboy, and yeah, I definitely need to bring him to the final boss. Or I will not be able to sleep well at night. So yeah, that's our party members for this fight. And going on over here to our items, I'm just gonna warn you right now, prepare for maple syrup. Because holy crap, I have way more maple syrup than I ever thought I had. Holy bejesus, I bought way too much maple syrup. I could make another Canadian joke, but I think I've run that down to the point. I think I've like dried it out. Dry like maple syrup, except it's not maple syrup because maple syrup was never dry. But yeah, too much maple syrup. But here's my items overall. Not a bad amount of gear. Maybe I should get some more pick-me-ups, but I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna have some faith in myself, you know? You gotta believe in yourself if you want to achieve for yourself, you know? Anyways, that's all for preparation. I think we're all set to go. Whenever you're ready, let's do this. Step with the big shiny green thing, because all shiny things are good things. And let's see how we're gonna get in here. We could just run up, but nah, you know, running up this like treadmill would be kind of annoying. So we're gonna go in there in style, while becoming a crane game prize. And of course, we couldn't enter our final battle if it wasn't Mario style. Down the pipe we go. The big man himself, it seems. Hey, there's the last star piece. Uh-huh. Already finished your tour of the factory, huh? Alright then, how about a little demonstration? Yo, Spiffy. Stop making those things and hand over the star piece, now. Uh-huh. So you're Mario. Looks like we're gonna have a little dispute over the star. Just hand it over and get out of my castle. My, we're a little touchy today, aren't we? You know, I'm actually growing rather fond of this place. Please don't make us go for any more. Just give us the star now. Better yet, why don't you give me your stars? Why, then I can easily conquer this world. Then we can get rid of all wishes and create a world filled with weapons. He seems to really like this weapon thing. However, unfortunately for him, we do not. It's showtime. Over here, now. I'll crush you all. Let's get this underway. And here begins our final battle with Smithy himself. Let's get this started. First of all, this battle theme is incredible. If you want to listen to it yourself, I highly recommend it. It's a very fun listen. Second of all, I guess second most importantly, Smithy himself here. Let's talk about this guy. Smithy here, he has 2,000 HP, no weaknesses, and no particular resistances. He's got 2,000 HP, pretty standard overall. Just gotta chip away at his HP and take him out. However, what's not so standard is that he actually has a machine on his side as well. He has over here his handmade smelter. And the smelter here he's going to use to summon minions throughout this battle to help fight alongside him, which has 1,500 HP itself. That being said though, I personally don't really think it's worth going for the smelter, and I think it's more recommended just to go for Smithy and chip away at his 2,000 HP total and knock him out that way. I don't really bother with the smelter myself whenever I'm doing this boss fight, so yeah. Opening this fight, I'm gonna go right for a Geno boost onto Mario, make this laser shells hit as hard as possible, because we want to be doing as much damage as we can. There you go, and Toadstool you can go ahead and go for. I apparently didn't heal before this boss battle, I just realized that, crap. In that case, I'm gonna go for a group hug here to heal my HP. There you go. And finally, Mario, hit him with that laser shell. Huh. Good 344 damage, not bad at all. As he's gonna go for Meteor Swarm. This is actually his strongest attack he's opening up with. This thing hits like an absolute truck, as you're gonna see here. Yeah, look at that. It's the strongest attack he has, and it's pretty nasty. Over 100 damage to everybody. That's yeah, it's pretty powerful. However, I have weapons too, Smithy, so how do you like this? So while this is going on, I just want to talk about this first. Smithy over here. Smithy is probably one of my favorite designs of like any Mario boss ever. He's got the majestic beard, you got the majestic stash, you got the crown, you got his big old like blacksmith /war hammer. He just looks like a really freaking cool boss battle. I like Smithy's design quite a bit. I think it's a very, very good design for a good final bottle. Why did I say bottle like that? Battle, not bottle. I don't know why I said bottle like that. I don't know. Sometimes I just do that. Sometimes I just like say words I don't mean to say. My brain's weird like that sometimes. As he's gonna see right here, he's actually creating his first minion here. He spawns out jello of some kind. I know it's supposed to be lava. I always imagine it's jello or something. And he's gonna spawn one of his minions here, these shysters. And these shysters have two things they can do. They have a normal attack and they have a special move for them called Sword Rain. And Sword Rain is the one you want to be worried about, as it's a very powerful, all-hitting magic attack, which is kind of hard. And whenever he has minions out, I recommend using AoE attacks just to do damage to his smelter, his minions, and to him at the same time. And Genoblast is pretty fantastic for this, so I'm gonna go for it. There you go, get some good damage in there for everybody. And my HP is looking kind of low, so I'm gonna go ahead for a group hug, heal everybody up. Nice and easy. And I could focus onto the Shyster and take him out, but I personally just want to go for Smithy. Like I said, just focus on my damage I put on him first. Most importantly. And here's that sword rain I was talking about. This thing kind of hurts. It also looks kind of amazing. Ouchie. It's powerful, but not the most scary thing in the world. Unlike Meteor Sword, which is the scariest thing in the world. Oh god, I might actually die here. Please live. Okay, as you can see, I kind of barely hanged on there. Geno unfortunately died, but it's okay. I can revive him. As long as Toadstool's alive, it's okay. We can revive him. So I highly recommend having Toadstool for this fight just because the healing and the comeback is going to be very, very handy. Because admittedly, this fight here, unlike most of the game, is actually kind of challenging. Especially if you're not like max leveled or anything. He's actually a little bit of a challenge. He's pretty hard. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go for the laser shell here. Get some more damage in there. 100% before, not bad. And he's creating himself a second minion. Maybe I should have healed the party, but it should be okay, hopefully. Now, the max amount of minions he can have is 2. So once he has these 2, you don't have to worry anymore about him having any more minions. So if you can get rid of, like, if you're fine with these 2, you'll be fine. That's what I'm trying to say. Goes for Sledge, which I'll take that over Meteor Storm any day. Gonna hurt though. And Toadstool died. Yeah, that definitely hurted. I'm gonna go ahead and use picking up on Toadstool because I want her alive. I need my healing. There we go. She's back up. And no freebie, unfortunately, but whatever. I'll take what I can get. Now, something I think is really cool about this fight, and I don't know if they intended this, but you see how Smithy here has a warhammer, right? Well, if you remember, Mario started off this journey as his first weapon ever being a hammer, and he also, if you don't have the laser shell, the best weapon you can have is the ultra hammer coming into this battle. And personally, I think it's kind of cool. Again, I don't know if they intended to do this, but they kind of have the same weapon going on here. Mario has a hammer, and the main villain has the main hammer. So I don't know if they intended to do that, but if they did, it's pretty cool. Not to mention, I also think it's kind of cool how Smithy pretty much built this entire battleground we're fighting on right now. He probably built the smelter, he built his minions, he probably made his own hammer, to be honest. He pretty much builds everything. It's a very cool idea for like a blacksmith boss battle. And oh god, not the Mega Drain from his beard. That does 0 damage. Wow, okay. Smithy, come on, step it up. You're the final battle here. Now I'm just calling you a hard boss fight. You can't be doing 0 damage after that. I'm trying to make you sound all tough and scary, but if you're gonna do 0 damage, I can't keep that up. Now, my party's looking pretty good in HP, so I think I'm gonna go for a Psych Bomb this turn instead. Alright, bombs away! You love this weapon so much, Smithy, you can have some. Does tons of damage to everybody, and unfortunately his minion does live that, but it's some good damage regardless, so I'm gonna keep going with that. Go for the laser shell, and looks like we did it! No! And he just killed his poor minions. I feel bad for them, honestly. Calm down, Smithy. Your head looks like a geyser. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. We just built this yesterday, and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. How utterly annoying. Well, good job, Smithy. Just doing this all. Huh? What the? How in the heck? Well, it's been fun. We're falling! I feel like this happens a lot to us, huh? We're falling all the way down to what looks like hell. No! I'm burning, seething. Never have been so wronged. It is time. I will show you my real form. I will show you my true power. I will teach you respect. And I shall have my revenge. No! So yeah, that's Smithy we're fighting. If you thought he was a little too easy, don't worry. We haven't even begun fighting Smithy yet. Here it is, Smithy's true form. Come on, you puny ants. Let the real fight with Smithy begin. This is Smithy's true form. It has two parts to it. It has the head and it has the body. The head has 8,000 HP, being the most HP any enemy in the main game has in the entire game. And we also have the body, which has 1,000 HP. And you want to knock out the head to win the fight. And how this works is that the head has 8,000 HP and has multiple forms it can transform into, which will change how the battle goes. And the body doesn't change itself. However, that 1,000 HP is so you can knock it out and immobilize him for a few turns so you get a free turn to heal up, attack, and do whatever you want. Personally, I like focusing on the head, but honestly, attacking the body as well as the head at the same time of AoE attacks is not the worst idea in the world either. So, you kind of go about this fight however you want to, which is why I kind of like it. Not to mention, the battle theme for this fight is also amazing. It's also kind of funny too because the music for this boss battle, it's called Smithy Who Likes Transforming, which is a very on the nose name for a song, I'd say. Having said that, I'm gonna open this up with a Geno Flash, hold Y for power, and get some damage on both parts. There you go. Get some good damage in here. Now, I'm just gonna mention this while this fight's starting up here. This background that's going on here, this battle background must have given some kids some nightmare feels. Like, look at that. Like, it's just a bunch of Smithy heads staring at you, like, all red and demonic. Like, this had to have scared some kids, right? I'm not crazy, right? This definitely had to scare some kids. I'm gonna go for the Grip Hug this turn, and as you can see here, Smithy's head has transformed. And this is the first form of 4 that he can transform into. This here is the tank form. The tank form is mostly focused on doing raw damage. It's very powerful, but mostly all physical, so just be wary of that and you should be okay. That being said, though, I think I'm actually not going to attack Mari this turn. I know, shocking, right? Not attacking the laser shell for once. I know, it's crazy. Instead, I'm going to go for a Royal Shift. This is the final boss after all, so if you have any crazy items to use, go crazy. And we get a freebie also. Wow, okay, I'm going to be good on my FP for a while. He's going to go ahead and shoot Toadstool for 136 damage. So as you can see, yeah, Smithy here hits like a freaking truck. And later on in the battle, he's going to be getting more and more turns to attack. So later on this battle, he can steamroll out of control if you're not careful. It's actually one of the legitimately hard fights in the game, in my opinion. That being said, I'm going to go for a Geno boost onto Mario. If I get the defense boost for once, that'd be handy. Did I get it? I did not. My timing is terrible today, apparently. It's not good since we're fighting, you know, the final boss. And Toadstool is dead. I really would like to attack, but I kind of need my healer alive. So, Toadstool, if you want to come back from the dead, that'd be fantastic. Can I get a freebie? I can! Awesome. As he's going to shoot Toadstool again. That's going to definitely hurt, but it's okay. And now let's get some damage onto his head. There you go. And he's going to transform once again. And he transforms into the magic head. Okay, the magic head here, as you can imagine, first of all, I just want to say, this thing looks incredibly weird. Like, look at this thing. It's got like an octopus kind of head shape, but it's got like googly eyes and some weird pants coming out. It's got like a weird nose. It's honestly probably the weirdest enemy in this entire game. It's probably one of the weirdest enemies in the Mario series, honestly, like the weirdest looking enemies. It's just so freaking bizarre. I like it though, it's very unique. It's one of the reasons I really like this fight. All of his forms, and like just battle in general, just a lot of unique things going for it, and I like it a lot. Alright, I'm gonna go over here for the laser shell, get some good damage onto it. So yeah, this magic hit here, as you can imagine from the name, focuses mainly on magic damage, and it has a lot of magic moves, like so. And they can kind of hurt, as you can see. However, they're not as scary for the time being. However, I have had times before where this head, like this transformation, has gotten to move 3 times before I even got to move 1. So yeah, this thing can get kind of scary later. Get some good damage in, as he's going to shoot me with his handgun, which does 112 and kills Geno. That's rather unfortunate. Thankfully, though, we have comeback. Come on, Geno, no sleeping on the jaw. This is the battle for the hopes and dreams. You can't lose now. There you go. Back up on his feet. Let's keep this going. All right. So I could attack his body with the laser shell, and honestly, I think I might just start. Do a nice 290 to it. Not bad at all. As he goes for Meteor Swarm. Oh, God, it's gonna hurt. It kills Toadstool in one go. Oh my lord, he's doing some really dangerous damage here. So yeah, the magic form, quite scary. Hits like an absolute truck. Thankfully though, he transformed out of it into the safe form. The safe form here is probably the least scary offensively, but it's also probably the most annoying because this form focuses on healing Smithy himself, and and also having a ton of defense, so he becomes very, very bulky. Thankfully, however, when he's in this form, he doesn't hit all that hard, so if you need some preparation time to like heal your characters up and whatnot, this is the time to do it. And I am going to keep going for the body here just to get some good damage into it, and maybe we can stun him soon. But I think this will actually stun him right here. Let's see. As it does. Oh, can't move. So yeah, whenever you see the text, that means you have a few turns to do whatever you want and just go crazy. And I go crazy, I definitely shall. And while he's stunned here, I just want to take a mention, like a moment to mention the background here, and a little bit of a theory I have about it. And that is, you know how Smitty's been creating all of his army like from scratch, right? Like he's been making like every single boss we fought so far pretty much. I like to imagine that whenever like all these heads back here, they're all like scrap Smithy heads. And I like to imagine that maybe he was going to make an army of himself to take over the kingdom once he, you know, had all 7 stars and whatnot. Which is a pretty terrifying thought because at 8,000 HP, it's not something a normal person can probably take out. That being said, though, I think I want to go for a Geno boost once again onto Geno. If I can get the timing right for once. I still can't, apparently, because I would really like that defense up, but it's not happening. As he goes back into the tank form, and no one really needs healing this turn, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my bracers, and I'm going to give it to Mario. And raises defense. There you go. And ooh, we get a freebie. Awesome. Okay, in that case, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my bracers on everybody at this point. Because I want my defense up as high as possible. Because like I said, Smithy hits really freaking hard. And this is the final boss, so if there's any time to use items, it's now. Gonna go for... So now as you can see, he actually gets 2 turns to attack now instead of 1. So yeah, his turns are going to start stacking up the lower HP he gets. So it can really steamroll out of control if you're not careful. Shoot the head for some more damage. I'm burning with power. Which basically means that his body has come back. So once his body's back, you'll hear that text dialogue. That's your warning sign. Gonna go for the group hug here. Now let's see. I'm just gonna focus on the head for the rest of this fight. I feel like I think it's a better choice. Gonna shoot with bullet bill harness is gonna do. But my defense up it only does 63. So yeah, those bracers are gonna become very, very handy. And I'll go for the star guns. Go damage in, and apparently I'm messing up like all my timings today, which is a terrible thing to do against this boss fight in particular. And he goes back into the terrifying magic head. That is not good. I do not like seeing this head whatsoever. It's, in my opinion, probably the scariest head of all 4 of his. We've seen 3 of the 4 yet, so hopefully we get to see the last one before this fight ends, because I would really like to show off all 4 of them, since, you know, it is the final boss. He's going to attack with Spear Rain, which looks kind of funny, but hopefully it doesn't hurt too bad. It hurts really bad. Ow, okay. I don't feel like dying, so I think I'm just going to go over here and go for a max mushroom with the Geno, heal myself up. As he goes with the finger guns on the Mario. For 29, not bad, okay. Now over here, I'm gonna go for group hug, heal everybody up. And there we go, back in the fray. Let's kick another light shell in his face. 288, not bad. He's gonna go for Dark Star. Oh god, he's gonna hurt. Ow, ow, ow. He's actually timing his attacks and everything. And it only does 96, so not the worst thing in the world. Ironically, Mallow's strongest spell is actually probably one of the weaker spells Smithy has. It's a copy of Mallow's. That does 482. Not bad at all. Wow. That did a ton of damage. Jeez. Look at you go, Geno. You're really fired up to get this last star, aren't you? Well, so am I. So let's help him out. Huh. What's he gonna do now? Boulder? I believe this can cause fear, like sandstorms. Let's see. It cannot. Okay, sweet. However, my HP is getting kind of low, and like I said, I would like to keep my attack boost I got going on now, so I'm going to try and stay alive. Go for the max mushroom, and there you go. It transforms into... right back into the magic head. That actually made no difference whatsoever. Can you please go into your 4th form so I can show it off and talk about it, please? Pretty please. I'm totally not saying this because I'm totally scared of this head or anything, right? Like, it's just because I want to be an informant, you know? It's not that I'm scared of you whatsoever. Just so we're clear. Dark Star again, which once again is not that scary. Gonna go for the Star Gun. Alright, let's do it now. It does 20. Okay, not bad. 232. Gonna block this for wow, 0. Okay, that defensive is really coming in handy, huh? Gonna go for the War Fan. Does 178, not bad. Go for the Laser Shell once again. And at this point forward, I just like focusing on the head and doing as much damage as possible because I personally don't find that taking out the body helps that much. He goes for Arrow Rain. Does a pretty good chunk of damage, but it looks like we're gonna be fine. That being said, though, Toadstool, please stay alive. Go for another max mushroom once again. Just keep everybody alive. No freebies though, unfortunately. And he's gonna go into his 4th form. He is. All right, sweet. Finally, we have the chest form, which this one's not even really a weapon or per se. So it's kind of interesting how he goes into this. The chest form is going to basically focusing, not basically. Basically, is going to be focusing on status afflictions for the most part. It's going to be trying to annoy you to heck and back of all of its status afflictions. Thankfully, though, if you have Toadstool, most status afflictions are not going to be all that scary because Toadstool can fix them up for you. So, yeah, having Toadstool for this fight, very handy. Go for Laser Shell, go for Star Gun. At this point, I'm just gonna keep using my powerful weapons against his head because there's not really much else better to do. I'm gonna block the hammer for some good, for 0 damage, in fact, so that's pretty good. And, let's see. I don't really need to heal this turn, so I guess I can just slap him with the War Fan. Get some good damage in. 69. Everyone's favorite number on the internet. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, not really gonna focus on the body, just focus on the head. As he goes for this. And whoa! That looks like an Earthbound Battleground. But yeah, his, some of his status afflictions cause the backgrounds that have a freaking seizure like that. And, yeah, I hope no epileptic kids played this game because they probably had a nightmare dealing with this boss battle after that. Smitten, the real threat is not his weapons, but rather his seizure-inducing attacks. So he poisoned Mario, but that's not the worst thing in the world for sure. And he goes back into his Tank Hat, which is not that bad. We go for Fairy Beyond to Mario, heal that poison before he can do anything. So yeah, his chest form, probably the least scary of all of them, and honestly, it didn't really even do anything, so yeah. Very underwhelming head. However, Tank's here, which is a lot more scarier. And way bulkier too. Goes for Magnum, which I believe is an insta-kill move, if I remember right. However, it misses. Alright, sweet. Go to attack on Mario. Not too bad. So as you can see, now he's starting to get 3 turns total, so now his attacks are really going to start racking up here. And thankfully I have my defense up, so else, we've been a lot more trouble than we are now, I can assure you that. Let's see, go for a group hug. Keep everybody alive. You know, that's kind of important. Dying is not good, kids. Remember this. We've learned this from this project. And once again, Laser Shell. 198, not bad. And I want to say he's probably getting kind of low in HP at this point. I don't know how close we are to killing him, but it's got to be kind of close, right? Speaking of killing, he one-shotted Mario, which is unfortunate, but it's okay because I can revive him. I'll just attack Vegeta to heal a Toad, so I think it's a better play. Go for the Star Gun, get some good chip damage in there. 128. I mean, not 126. And follow up with a pick-me-up. We got a few of these left. I'm not too scared to use them. If we get some freebies, that'd be fantastic. As we do. Awesome. Now Mario's back into the fray. Gonna go for a Laser Shell once again. 232. I mean, 234. I don't know why I keep getting the numbers slightly off, but I am. And my defensive has worn off, unfortunately, so I'm taking tons of damage for that now. Which is scary, but shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna go for the Gene Boost on the Mar to get his attack back up, because like I said before, getting your attack up and doing as tons of damage as possible is very handy. Nah, it's not handy. Who would want to do more damage to a boss battle, you know? We want to do as much damage as possible. You know, we just want to die. Obvious commentary aside, Laser Shell. Some damage in, 222. As he goes for this, which is another Earthbound background. Seriously, all these attacks, like all these side afflictions, they look so much like Earthbound Battlegrounds. Or backgrounds. I guess Battleground makes sense too. It's like a fusion of the two, background and battleground. Goes back into a safe form here, which is going to be kind of annoying because unfortunately, like I said, this thing is really hard to kill. It does, as it has tons of defense. As you can see here, it only does 82. And, I'll just keep attacking. We don't really need to heal. It only does 25. Yeah, this thing is really tanky. With the Laser Shell, kind of ironic that the one that's really tanky is not the, you know, the actual tank, but whatever. That's what Shredder, which lowers your defense. Gonna block that, thankfully. Well, I'm not especially moving a little bit. Let's go for a, Let's go for a Geno Flash. Why not? Hit his body for some damage, too. Hold Y for power. And blast him if we had another weapon. Gotta say, Smitten must really like our party. We have tons of weapons on us. Alright, let's see. My FP is getting a little bit low, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and use a Royal Syrup here. I'm probably very overkilling these items here. Like, I probably came into this fight with way... Okay, I got a freebie too. Wow. Okay, we're never gonna run out of FP. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty sure I kind of overkill with items coming into this. I didn't really plan to. It just kind of happened the way it is. Gonna block this for 0 damage, which is awesome. And go for another gunshot. If you can lead this form, that'd be fantastic, please. It's taking forever to knock this one out. Come on. Please lead this form. I like watching big numbers fly. As he goes for Mega Recover, which is very annoying. He has 270 HP, but thankfully he changes form, so not the worst thing in the world. And he goes right back into it. It's like he was listening to me commentate. Holy crap. Smitten, screw you. That's a jerk move. How dare you try and live longer. So unfortunately, now he's in this form, and he healed. It's going to take forever to take his HP gone from this thing, so... He's gonna be in this form for a while. As he goes for Shredder once again. And he's going to shoot me. However, I can block this. Or I cannot block this, apparently. Now, once again, I don't know if they really intended this, but I like to imagine the fact that, like, Gino has, like, a handgun, and Smitten also has a handgun. He has a hammer, and Mario also has a hammer. I don't know if they intended it, but maybe they intended, like, they built this boss about having the same weapons as we do. Which, again, if they did that, very cool detail. Now, that being said, we need to heal desperately. Mario's really low on HP. There you go. And, I think I'm just gonna kick Laser Shot. At this point, oh, I was about to say, at this point, I'm pretty sure his Mega Recover has been, like, taken off, but nope, he just gets it right back. And he goes right back into the safe. It's like the game heard me. It's like, okay, I'm gonna try and annoy Demon as much as possible by going into the safe form. Snippy, can you please stop doing this? Go into, like, the magic form or something. You know, that's terrifying, but you know what? I'll take it over doing no damage at all. And you healing. Thankfully, though, I'm pretty sure we already, like, took out all the HP just healed once again, so... It's almost like nothing happened, but it's still annoying. Gonna block this, or again, once again, not really. I feel like I just got a case of deja vu from this last turn. But oh well. Star Gun gets some good damage in there. And once again, we're group hugging. I want to say this is just deja vu. The last turn is pretty much the same as this turn. Funny how that worked out, huh? Go for Laser Shell, there we go, and recover again. Except this time it's not Mega Recover, so I'll take it. It only heals less HP of regular Recover, so it's not as bad. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can take it out with a single Star Gun. How much it heal? Let's see. Okay, not quite, but almost. 2 attacks will do it then. Or make it 3. All right then. There you go. Transforms once again. If you go into the safe again, I swear. What is with you and going into the safe? This is the 4th time in a row. What do you love so much about the safe? Like, what's so fancy about the safe? What do you love about it so much? You're just a guy trapped in the safe with an ugly pink face, which I think looks hilarious, but like... What is with this? Why do you like the safe so much? It's the 4th time in a row, Snippy. Come on. Anyways, ranting aside, I'm going to go for the group hug, heal my party once again, because I get a little low on HP. And Laser Shell the away with our attack boost. Shredder. At this point, it's just deja vu. Normally, he goes into like all of his forms a ton, but apparently in this particular time I'm fighting him, he does not want to do this. He just wants to keep going to the same form over and over again. I don't know why, but it is what it is, I guess. And unfortunately, he's picking the annoying form out of all of them, like to transform into over and over again, because we do like no damage to him in this form. Okay, please change forms. What is going on? This is the 5th time, Sniffy. What is going on? Are you broken? Did I like hit you in the head too many times? Did your robot programming break or something? Is that what's going on here? Because if it is, I apologize. Can you please change to another form? Holy crap. Alright then, Laser Shell once again. Oh wait, oh shit, I think we did it. Ugh, my body and head are burning. It's not possible. I don't believe it. I'm finished. Done for. Ugh, no. And yeah, looks like we did it. And look what it left behind. Come on, Mario. Send the last one way high up. It's time to put this legend to a rest. We got ourselves the final star piece. I'm sorry if I broke your ears. My throat's kind of scratchy from yelling. Yeah, just like that. All 7 have been returned to where they belong. Way up above at Star Road. We've done it. Thank you, everyone. The Star Road is back to normal, and... Just like the Star Road, it looks like Geno here is also done. Farewell, old pal. It's been a good journey. Aww. You almost forgot that Geno was really just a star all along. But here he is. Goodbye, Geno. I'll never forget you. So the game's called The Legend of the Seven Stars, but there's actually 8 because Geno himself is a star. Funny how that works, isn't it? And with that, that's been Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. However, we're not done yet. It wouldn't be a Mario game without a little fun and celebration, wouldn't it? And look, it's Luigi! They didn't forget about him! He's actually in this game after all. He's just only in the credits. At least he got his time to shine somewhere, right? So yeah, that being said though, that's been Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. As I said before, the beginning of the Mario, pretty much the Mario RPG like series in general. This is like Mario's first RPG adventure that spawned so many great games, and this game itself is a pretty fantastic one on its own. Very charming, very fun. Not the hardest game in the world, but still very fun. And I highly encourage you guys as this parade's going on just to watch what goes on, because there's so much little details in this like whole thing. It just exudes charm and fun and just, I don't know, just, it's like everything Mario RPG stands for, like cut into a little cutscene. It's beautiful, really. But yeah, as for the people who have been around for the channel for a while, you guys already know that during the credits, normal time I say my thoughts on the project and like my thank yous and everything like that. So I guess with that being said, I should probably get on to that. First thing I want to say, this project has been a total blast to make. This game is a classic, and I was very, very happy to play it for that. Sure, it could have been shorter. This project went on for quite some time, but that's never a bad thing, because that just means I'm enjoying the game for even longer. That being said, though, yeah, I'm maybe going from August all the way to almost December. Yeah, it's a little long for a game like this, but you know what? It is what it is. We had ourselves a great time, and this game, as I said before, is also a great time. Very charming, very fun, short, sweet, and simple. Just a good old time. It's a good old-fashioned Mario time. So yeah, this game, love it. I really hope that at someday in the future it gets some more recognition. Like, don't get me wrong, they've been doing a great job of like bringing this to other systems. Like, it's on the, let's see, it's on the Wii Shop, it's on Wii U. You can play the original, of course. So yeah, it's on 3 different platforms. That's pretty good for a game like this, especially with one that's tied to Square Enix with all the, you know, the fact that they're not really connected to Nintendo anymore. So the fact that, you know, it's still on free systems, still pretty good. But anyways, as I was saying, I hope in the future this game gets some more recognition. You know, like maybe putting a certain blue-hatted man into Smash Bros. I would greatly appreciate that. But anyways, and look, it's Yoko! Yeah, everyone's favorite composer. She actually worked on this game and some of its music, which is kind of cool. But anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, this game, fantastic game, very fun to play through, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And as for special thank yous, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, this project's been going on for so long, and to be honest with you, I've kind of been doing it on my own. Like, most time when I do a project, I have someone, like, reviewing things and whatnot, and just, like, I don't know, giving advice and review and whatnot, but this project, I kind of just winged it on my own, so, I guess when it comes to thank yous, there's only really one important person to thank, and the important person to thank is you watching this right now, and whoever supported the project at all, or this channel, or just, you know, just wanted to say hi, or anything. And look at that, Smmitten's back in the parade. We didn't actually kill him, he's just fine, guys, right? Look, he didn't explode, he's perfectly normal. On his crazy looking chip and everything. So yeah, everyone's happy, even Smithy's okay. But anyways, as I was saying, this game, very fun time. I had a great time doing it. I hope you guys had a great time watching it. And for those who have played this game before, don't you worry. There's still one thing left to do before we end things off. So this project isn't quite finished yet. We got one more bonus episode I got planned. And oh boy, when I get there. Oh boy, it's going to be a crazy time. And for those who know what I'm talking about, yeah, I'm sure you guys are looking forward to it too. That being said though, look at all the pretty lights. Look at this. It's all nighttime and everything. Very beautiful. I like the question of how they got a pirate ship working on the land, though. I think it kind of defeats the purpose of a pirate ship, but, whatever works. You know, from this point forward, I think I've said enough about talking about, like, my thoughts in the game. Let's look at the parade here. Let's judge the parade here. Alright, let's see. We got ourselves a fancy little mushroom here. Tons of lights. Very pretty. All pink and green. You know, pretty good color combination. Good color coordination. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Very, mushroom-like, you know, quite quality. What we got next? Oh, we got a flower. Ooh, yes, a very classic design. Very classy. Very colorful as well. Looks very splendid, I dare say. I like the little lines in the middle of it for whatever reason. Very nice. And oh, it's Yoshi with a toad whose head is changing color. Actually, they're all changing colors now. I look at them more. How do they do that? Oh, I want to change my head color too. Actually, that's probably a terrible idea. I don't know what I'm saying. And look at this. Got Shigeru Miyamoto, of course, as a producer. And we got Mario and Toadstool. Look at how cute in their sprite forms. And of course, for this design, I gotta say, it's a classic star. Very colorful. Has our 2 protagonists on it, so, you know, pretty good. Fine quality. My rambling aside, though, it seems like our time here has come to an end. For now, anyways. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. It's been DMod Gmod, and this has been Super Mario RPG Legend of 7 Stars. I'll see you guys for whatever comes down the line in the future. But until then, I'll see you guys then.